I grew up in the quiet isolation of Washington's backwoods, a 5-acre spread that bled into miles of untouched forest. My twin and I spent our childhood immersed in those trees, chasing frogs, building forts, and sleeping with windows open to summer breezes. But that summer, one scream changed everything. And now, all these years later, I still hear it sometimes in my dreams.
Have you ever felt unseen eyes watching you in the dark? Welcome to Nightfall Crypt, where shadows whisper, the unknown lingers, and every story is waiting for you to listen, if you dare.
One late summer night when we were 8, I heard a scream in the woods. Not an animal cry or the yip of a coyote, but something human, tortured. I was the only one awake. I ran to my brother's room and opened his window. He heard it too. We sat there, frozen, not daring to speak. We didn't tell our parents, not yet. For a week, the screams returned, closer each time. Low at first, then shrill and drawn out. Still, our parents brushed it off. Coyotes, they said, your imaginations. But the fear was real. It clawed into our bones like frost. Then things started disappearing. My skateboard, my brother's bike, our inflatable shark vanished from the pool overnight. We reported everything, but got blamed instead. Be responsible with your things, Dad said. But I knew something or someone was taking them. I stopped sleeping with the window open. Until one night, curiosity won. I peeked outside and saw him, standing just past our fence, a tall, rail-thin man. Moonlight reflected off his massive, bulging eyes. His mouth hung open, unmoving. When his gaze shifted to me, I froze. He stepped toward the gate, toward me. He stood beneath my window, face frozen, mouth agape. He didn't blink, didn't speak, just stared. Then came the sound, the scream, but his lips never moved. It came from within him like a howl from hell. I broke, ran to my brother, and we crashed into our parents' room sobbing. "A nightmare," they said. "You scared your brother." But I knew what I saw. He began appearing in daylight, just out of reach. Peering from the trees, motionless. Every time I called someone, he vanished. My parents thought I was obsessed, but every stare, every silent encounter gnawed at me. When school started, I felt relief, a daily escape. Slowly, the sightings faded. The screams stopped. I started to believe my parents. Maybe it was just imagination. A twisted fantasy I told myself so many times it became real. Then, one school night, a knock at the door, a police officer. Calmly, he explained that someone had broken into the neighbor's pool house. A man. He'd been living in the woods for months. They found a camp. A stash of stolen toys, inflatable shark, my skateboard, my brother's bike. I ran to the back door, around the yard to glimpse the man. I pressed my face to the police cruiser's window. Inside, the darkness moved. His face appeared, those eyes wide and bulging. The silent scream mouth. His scalp patchy, clothes in tatters. It was him, the man from the woods, the screaming man. The cops found his camp deep in the woods, far past our property line. Old food wrappers, torn fabric, a nest of stolen items. He had lived there, watched us, screamed for us. But no one believed me until now. It wasn't imagination. It wasn't a nightmare. Monsters are real. and sometimes they look just like us. The man was arrested. Our stuff returned. The summer passed, but the memory never did. I still wonder, how close did he get while we slept? Why didn't he take us? Or was he waiting? When your kids say there's a monster outside, maybe you should look twice. I wish my parents had.
And so, the shadows stretch further, and the mystery only deepens. But this is far from the end. It's merely the beginning. What lingers beyond the door? Who is whispering your name? And what is that shifting in the corner of your eye? The answers await in the next chapter of these chilling tales. Subscribe to Nightfall Crypt and hit the notification bell, because the Crypt's secrets are endless and the darkness never sleeps. Until next time, stay in the light if you can.